Hi guys, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This will be a reading for the sign of Virgo. I've been excited to do y'all's reading, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, whoever's here, please like, share, subscribe if this reading does resonate. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer them. I'll put that information down in the description box. So let's get started, Virgo. Energies in tarot can go vice versa. It could be your energy or the energy of someone or a situation around you. Also in tarot, specific cards do represent certain zodiac signs. There we go. They may or may not represent the specific sign of a person they're referring to, but they represent the energy a person is carrying. So I'll try to explain that as I go. As a reader, I don't like people to get caught up in zodiac signs because I focus on energy. I try to do my readings on less, not really a 3D level, but more of a 5-dimensional. I try to keep it on a higher frequency just because it's easy to get lost sticking with flesh, because that it honestly takes away from the message. So listen to the energy of the situations around you. And again, as a general reading, this can be work, family, friends, romance, however it may resonate in your life. So please take it where it resonates. It can honestly resonate in different areas. So that's the reason I just say don't stick with flesh. Don't stick with the flesh. Try to understand this reading from a very spiritual standpoint. I'm also curious to see if we'll get some of that Leo energy. Leo's reading was very spiritual. It's about an ascension, it felt like. And most of the fire sign readings have been like that. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius were more of like ascending. People who are growing spiritually, but trying to hold on to past connections, past situations, past energies that just don't serve them. So Virgo, it looks like you're going through a death also, but it feels as if this transformation that you're going through is bringing in newness. You already have gone through the transformation. It's just a matter of revealing your new self to the world, revealing your new ideas, your new plans, things like that. Because it feels like you've had a game plan for success, but you've been hiding. You've been hiding from the world. And it honestly feels like it has to do with carrying a lot of pain, possibly pulling yourself out of a depression, out of a slump, emotional slump, pulling yourself out of a situation that you have been betrayed in, and finally deciding to the healing process, completing the healing process. This could be tied into a Taurus, Virgo, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Feels like it's been a stressful situation that's tied into family debts, paying back family members apologizing for lies, apologizing for lying to a family member, things like that. It really feels like a mother is tied into this. There's so whether that is again, your mother, a girlfriend, a wife, sister, anything like that, it feels like there's been a lot of changes that have been taking place associated with this person. It really feels like investments, investing more time and energy into situations and places to where there was a lack of patience before. Going from treating someone as an option to fully investing into someone, giving someone all of your time and energy. This person has really nurturing, kind energy, very gentle type of energy. And it feels like they may have been lied to or lied to you. But it feels like this is a situation to where Virgo is now mature enough to handle the mistakes that they have made. Virgo is now mature enough to own up to the mistakes that they have made. Virgo is now mature enough to handle the instability of this home, the instability in this family dynamics. It's things like that. Like, no, we don't see eye to eye. We're never going to see eye to eye. But we can be cordial. We can work things out. We can be friends. We can be cool. Because it looks like you are trying to return to someone from your past. Or someone from your past is trying to return to you here. And it looks like with an apology. It feels like there was someone here was planning this new start, planning this new beginning, planning this reunion, however this resonates. And it feels like there was someone decided to stop putting in work towards the connection. Like, nah. It's just like, nah. Rosa Parks shirt, nah. And that's, it feels like someone who was being a little brash, a little mean, a little aggressive got stopped in their tracks. Like, nah. Like I said, nah. And now it feels like this person has to come correct. Come correct. And apologize. It's like, I have to apologize for my mistakes. Aquarius is very strong in here. Gemini is very strong here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is very strong here. Because it feels like someone lost a very valuable connection, a valuable relationship, because they were being very greedy, possessive, controlling, forceful, possibly even physically violent, very aggressive. And now someone feels the need to protect themselves from this person. It's like the guard is up. Someone's guard is up. Yeah, because they know, they feel like someone's mask got ripped off. Like, no, I know your true colors. I know how you truly feel. I know how you will really get down. I already know. That's what I keep hearing. I already know. And it looks like someone here is trying to present themselves in a new light. Like, no, you don't already know. You don't know. Let me show you. Let me show you. And they think it's unfair. They're like, no, this ain't fair. You ain't give me another chance. You didn't give me another chance. But in all honesty, Virgo, it feels like trying this again, giving this person another chance, however this resonates, it's not going to get anywhere, because this person still does not see their wrongs. They see the wrongs of the situation, but it feels like Virgo is the only person that's taking responsibility here. Or someone. There's only one person here that's taking responsibility in this situation. So the other person is real flighty. As soon as the energy gets combative, as soon as the energy starts to, things start to get a little tense, start to get heated, they pull that mask off again. And it's like, oh, you are still a bitch. Oh, you are. Like, it's that type of energy. You are still an asshole. And that's kind of where I see the issue coming in. It's not necessarily because of lack of love or lack of care. It's just more of lack of someone's self-control. A lack of self-control. A lack of someone's how do I put this? Patience. There's a lack of patience. Someone here is really struggling with their patience, with their temper. And it feels like that's a change that is coming in or trying to come in. But it feels like only one person here is working on that, because the other person is still holding on to resentment. They're still angry. And they could be angry because of cheating that took place a while ago. This could be like 4 to 9 years ago. Could be months. Excuse me, take this where it resonates in your life. But it feels like cheating or like some shit that went down a while ago. And somebody here is still angry about it, because it feels like, oh, this was the biggest injustice. This was the biggest shit, the worst shit you could have did to me. This is the worst shit you could have done to me. And that's why this isn't progressing. So, not to say it's not justified, because it does look like someone was very violent, especially physically violent, verbally abusive also. It feels like one person's energy is verbally abusive and the other person is physically aggressive. But these both are very toxic energies. It's just that one person has evolved into a sound mind, sound body, sound spirit, and the other person is still pissed off, like, about how shit went down or how things have played out. So yeah, Virgo, it really feels like you are going through the transformation. And as you're going through the transformation, it feels like you're getting a lot of messages, a lot of information that's coming towards you. This could be you taking in a lot of information, absorbing this information and sitting on it. Like almost as if the light bulbs are starting to go off. You possibly have been taking some type of classes, some type of course, things like that. And it's finally like, I get it. I get it. You finally are able to connect the dots and apply this stuff to your own life. But it really feels like there's someone here that's just way too stubborn to allow this relationship to transition. They're way too stubborn. So you're going to keep trying to work things out with this person, keep trying to talk about the same things repeatedly. And it feels like anytime that these come up, these topics come up, it just resurfaces old emotions that you really don't feel like you have time or energy to deal with. Truly feels like someone who wears two different faces. This could be someone with multiple personalities in some type of way. But it feels like this person is an elder. You know what I mean? Like this person feels like they're supposed to be a lot more older than you, a lot more mature than you, a lot more stable than you, a lot more wise than you. But they're not. And it's something about their energy that just, it's almost like the person, the person who has to parent their parent, the child who parents their parents, the person who has to kind of teach their parents how to be a better person, something like that here. Because it really feels like love is the biggest factor in all of this. Love is the reason that this entire situation, these dynamics will transform. Because it feels like moving from a place of combativeness, a place to where you constantly feel the need to defend yourself against these people's harsh words, harsh communication, the betrayals, things like that. You realize that these aren't your issues. These are things that these people have inside of them that they can't move past. It's not your problem. So you just come from a place of compassion, like, oh, I know you're not screaming and yelling at me. I know that's just your inner child doing this because of blah, blah, blah. You know, it's that type of energy. So you're starting to see compassion for people who have wronged you, starting to have compassion for situations, compassion for frustrations, others' anger, others' bitterness, because it feels like you're growing to a point to where you understand trauma and you understand how trauma can affect other people, how trauma has affected the people in your life especially. And it's like forgiving them. Not forgetting, but forgiving them and allowing these cycles to come back into your life, allowing people to cycle back into your life because it feels like they're family members, even though you are changing the dynamics with these people. You're changing your dynamics with them. Like, yeah, I can talk to you without your negative energy affecting me mentally, spiritually, physically, in any type of way. You're hardening yourself. Like you have this shell. And it's not a shell around your heart. It feels like a force field. Like you have this force field around you when you interact with these people because you know, like, this is just them. It's like, I didn't do shit to you. I didn't create these problems. I didn't cause any of these issues. So I'm not going to be your punching bag, but I understand why you're trying to treat me as such. I get it, even though I'm not going to allow you to penetrate my force field. I'm not going to let that happen. So good for you, Virgo. It really feels like you're transitioning into a position of power. You also are transitioning into a position to where, again, you have to start putting yourself out there to the world, giving your ideas to the world, working on things. The things that you've been working on, I should say, are starting to come out. You're giving that stuff to the world. So good luck with everything. And thank you so much, guys.